People who are generally anti-immigrant, they always have this concept that get in the back of the line. That's what they'll tell immigrants, especially undocumented immigrants, get in the back of the line. But there's really no line. It's very difficult for someone who is from Mexico. I was born in Ecuador. Someone who is Ecuadorian, someone who's Guatemalan, to file even for a visa to even visit this country. It's very difficult. So there are not many options for someone to immigrate to this country legally. Visas are regularly denied. There's also the issue of money or state or visa. So it's very difficult to adjust one's immigration status after you either overstay your visa or if you immigrate to the U.S. via the Mexican border. If someone crosses the Mexican border into the U.S., that's entering the U.S. without inspection, which is not allowed. So that's an unauthorized entry into the U.S. So someone who crosses the border from Mexico into the U.S. is not allowed to adjust their immigration status, even if they marry an American citizen, even if their children are born in this country, and once they turn 21, they would normally be able to file a petition on behalf of their parents, but having crossed the Mexican border, they're not able to do their job, even though it's low paying and it's called under the table working. But there's employers out there, even in the city, that hire undocumented immigrants willingly as a form of cheap labor. So that's the magnet that attracts a lot of immigrants. These opportunities where even though they're making what we would consider low wages, they're making so much more than they would have in their home countries. So having a job here, even though they're not allowed to work legally here, and even with a low paying job, they have enough money to send back to their country to educate their children.
Assimilating was definitely a little hard or a barrier for me as being the oldest daughter. So it was pretty hard because at home you had all these cultural things from your parents' side trying to incorporate it into your daily life, and then at school it was totally different. It's like you have the second language that you're trying to learn and adjust, and just like everybody else's ethnicity plays into your daily life as well.
And other than that, growing up in the U.S., coming here, not speaking English, feeling so behind on everything was a really big challenge. So I think if it hadn't been for my parents' support going through school, elementary school, I don't know